Can make a wager, friend.
Turn them into the frying pan. Adventure and excitement awaits.
What do we have here?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's our day one patch review. I played Hearthstone all day, scoured social media, looked for bug reports and dev feedback and all sorts of shenanigans, and I got lots to fill you in on, including another frickin' Evolve Shaman bug. How do they not test this stuff? We'll go over that, some feedback on the wild nerfs and why there may not be more coming, or there may be some coming. Kind of, I don't know, a little bit jarring. We'll go over that messaging, as well as there's 2 portraits in the shop. I believe, finally, you won't believe it, a new Nemsy, as well as a Leeroy for Paladin. I'll show those off in case you're wondering what they look like and if you'd like to purchase them. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, if you'd like to ever earn your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like. It helps the channel out a ton. And yeah, if you load in the game, you got these nerfs live. We had 5 nerfs go live, 3 of them wild-centric. And well, let's go straight into yet another bug with Goldshire Knoll. What exactly is it? So you can see in this image here, posted by Imic. Again, if you haven't followed him, you really should. Great Hearthstone journalist, but basically tagged the devs on this, that if you play Blazing Transmutation, you know, the card that was bugged at launch that would let you evolve into colossal minions, which you're not supposed to be able to do. If you play a Blazing Transmutation on a wild or Goldshire Knoll, sorry, it will evolve into 10 drops. It'll give you the option of 10 drops rather than it should only give you the option of 11. And it's a bug. They're aware of it. They're going to fix it. But I mean, the whole nerf of Goldshire Knoll was because of interactions like this with this card, muck pools, things like that. And you think, it's like, do they not test these things? It's so crazy to me. I'm sure it'll be fixed sooner than later. But yeah, we have yet another bug going on, and so that's pretty darn silly. And by the way, just in case you're not aware, for any nerfed card, you get a full dust refund. I always recommend going into the menu, going into the collection, type in refund. You can see all the cards you can get full dust for. And I'm always asked, should I disenchant this nerf card? My answer is always yes, because you can always recraft it later. You get full dust. I always want to give that heads up. Another bug, but other than that, haven't really noticed any big game ranking bugs. And in terms of like the standard and wild men and all that, quick glance here at the win rates across all ranks in standard and wild. Again, it's been less than 24 hours. Not gonna be very accurate. We're gonna have deck recommendations probably tomorrow and maybe start talking about the meta afterwards. But really, it's the last balance patch most likely before the next set. So we're not gonna have to have like too much to dive into. This is basically what we're getting until rotation. But you can see a lot of classes, at least in standard, are playable. Just Warrior looks, you know, well, we know the story on Warrior. And Wild, same deal. Every class seems relatively playable except Warriors. So in terms of balance, we're probably going to see the most diversity we could probably see. Are the decks fun to face? Both formats, I don't particularly enjoy it. Standard is very solitaire, high roll based, very scammy, and Wild, I thought it actually felt a bit better. There's control options. There's a lot you can do, and I feel like there's more open room for experimentation with all the decks being freed up. But yeah, if you haven't played ladder in a while, maybe give it a shot. But I definitely think rotation, which should come in April, will be the time to really come back to Hearthstone if you're looking for that. I want to go into feedback provided by Matt London, who wanted to give some basically more breakdown on the patch notes that included all the wild changes, and I found it to be a little bit jarring, but this is what he said. Today we made some balance adjustments to wild. As mentioned in the patch notes, these changes are intended to curb some negative play experiences. Some of you may be asking, why this combo and not this other combo? Evaluating the breadth of decks in Wild is a daunting task. For this round, we elected consistency, the ability to interact with the combo, play frequency, win rate, and public sentiment. we're not committing to maintaining this policy in the future. I'm like, man, can't you just let us have this moment where quest mage is gone and all this stuff, and if something comes up later, you'll nuke it? But yeah, it's, I don't know. It seems seems like bad to me. Anyways, we're trying this approach this round and seeing what effect it has on the meta and player sentiment. It's not our intention to kill anyone's pet deck, and we're not eager to engage in an endless game of whack-a-mole and wild. Thanks again. See you on ladder. So I understand the whole like whack-a-mole thing, right? Like they kill these 3 decks, and well, can you kill this one? Can you kill that one? Can you kill? I get that, but like the 3 decks they hit, for example, in Quest Mage, Pillager Rogue, and Discard Warlock are absolutely like the top 3 most feels bad decks. The one that you could argue is Big Priest, and that one didn't get hit, right? And a lot of people are really upset about that, and I get that. I would have loved for it to get hit. At least ban Illuminate so I don't get Neptulon on turn 2. I hope they still take that criticism all right, like, well, you fix these 3 things and you're still unhappy, we're not going to fix everything. Because I don't know, I just get a kind of like a annoyed tone from it. But overall, I'm hoping that they're just saying we don't want to be going around nerfing absolutely everything all the time. And at least in the patch notes, it said they were open to changes and all of that. And I will say, playing Wild, I hit Legend in Wild today. I got Legend with Cthulhu Druid. It's a deck I've highlighted before on the channel. It's a lot of fun. You can get like 5 Cthuns and obliterate your opponent. It does really gross stuff, of course, with Twig and Sphere and Floops Gloop. So pretty triggering in that way, but played that a lot. And take a look at like my matchups. I faced a ton of Priest. I faced Rogue, Shaman, Death Knight quite a bit. The only class I didn't face was Demon Hunter and Paladin in the climb. Did feel a lot better not to face these decks that like are going to OTK me on turn 5, except maybe that will be a thing. I don't know. You're aware of it, but it was posted pretty quickly that Pillager Rogue might not be dead after all, as this was posted turn 5 OTK with Pillager. And basically you play Silas, you play Ash Tongue in the package, and then your Pillager kills the Ash Tongue after you give it to your opponent, and you kill your opponent. And I don't know if it's consistent. I don't know if it's good. Mark probably has a video coming on that pretty soon. But yeah, maybe Pillager Rogue isn't quite dead yet, and that would be pretty bad, embarrassing if it turned out to be that way. I think that the fact that it's way more susceptible to Rat and Disruption. Before, you could like Rat, hit a Pillager, you still lost. You hit a Shark, you still lost. This way, if you hit Silas or Ash Tongue, it's completely over. So be interesting to see if it's even a thing. I didn't see it at all. And the other thing was Quest Mage, right? Dane said just play the bigger Parrot, and he played Romath, and yeah, it'll work with Romath, but you got to get to 9 mana. You got to get to 9 mana. It slows it down a lot, and I'm not super concerned about Quest Mage, even with the Romath build, which I was well aware was likely going to be a thing, or at least trying to be a thing, but I do think it's slower. And overall, I felt Wild to be really refreshing. At least day 1, not having to worry about Quest Mage in particular is nice. Like, I stopped playing the Cthulhu Druid. I stopped playing this deck because you just auto-lost to Quest Mage. You auto-lost to it. I'm beating Big Priest with this. I'm beating aggro decks. I'm doing all sorts of good stuff. And for the most part, at least for me, it doesn't feel that unfair a deck. But again, it does have Guff, Twig, Sphere. It's pretty damn degenerate. I mean, every deck is degenerate at the end of the day. But I thought Wild felt a little bit better. I just really hope that Pillager is actually dead. Lastly, we got 2 new portraits in the shop that I have purchased that will show off. First, we have Fanboy Leeroy, 1,000 runestones, 1250 Canadian, or if you're like, Argentina, I don't know, like $1 billion something. It's ridiculous, the price hikes overseas right now. But yeah, you get Fanboy Leeroy, and his emotes and all that stuff looks like this.
Leeroy versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
I am so pumped for this game. Hi, pal. You're the MVP. Thanks for that. Unbelievable. Was that in the playbook? I was rooting for you. How dare you?
Reporting for duty.
Let's try that again sometime.
I will note that neither of these portraits are like the premium ones. They don't come with animations or special hero powers. You just get the image, you get the emotes, and that's about it. And yeah, we got another Nemsy. Aren't we excited? I have them all. I bought yet another Nemsy. Mascot Nemsy comes with 5 Warlock packs, 1,000 runestones, 1250 Canadian, and well, she sounds like this.
Nemsy versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Everyone get hyped up! Welcome to the game of your life! You make me smile so much, my face hurts! Thank you, and you, and you! Wowie! Look at that! Was that a fumble? I can turn the crowd against you too, you know.
Job done.
Impressive. You win this time.
And yeah, if you really want your Nemsy fix and you want yet another one, that's what she's like, and I'm very happy with my purchase. I'm thrilled. Anyways, that's the day 1 patch review. Again, not much content. It's just the balance patch. There's duel stuff. I haven't tried out duels yet. I don't know how that's really impacting things quite yet, but I'm sure Regis will have duels videos and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll keep you guys tuned. I'll have a deck recommendation video tomorrow for Standard and Wild for your monthly climb since it's the beginning of the month. Help you guys out. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. And don't buy this Nemsy skin, please. They got to stop making these. Like, I mean, am I the reason they keep doing it? Anyways, stay salty, my friends.